Hi, I'm Nancy Valentine Smith, and I am a medicine woman of the earth and of the stars. At the moment, the energies swirling around us is quite strong. There's a lot of scrambling happening in the airwaves, and this is impacting us. There is a feeling of not being grounded, feeling like we don't have a direction, that you don't have a direction. What is my purpose? Just feeling really ungrounded. The tiredness and the fatigue that we've been feeling is still here, and it's coming in layers. There are these moments where we just get hit with this tiredness, this exhaustion, and then we seem to come out of it, and there's a bit of energy that comes through that brings in clarity. But it is this up and down, this wave of energetic shifts that we are going through. And these shifts, these energy shifts, seem to come through in different ways and in different layers. And our energy centers are activated, impacted. So when the different energy centers are impacted, then we experience the different feelings or the different thoughts that occur that is being brought up to be transmuted. From what I see, the energy centers that are being impacted at the moment is our throat, thymus, and our heart energy center. The aspect of the heart that I call the earth heart is being impacted at the moment. Now, our heart centers has different levels to it, different aspects. We have the earth heart, we have the sacred heart, and we have the divine heart. There is a deep dive into our being, into our consciousness. Now, this deep dive that we're experiencing is connected to our connection to source light. It also has an aspect to it that is connected to the original time of creation here on earth. So what I'm feeling is that this is the reason why we are feeling a bit all over the place, not clear around our thoughts, around our head centers. There's a bit of a scrambling that's occurring. There are different reasons why this is happening. But on a deep level connected to these energy centers, it is connected to the original time of creation here on earth for humanity. Because before humanity here on earth, it was all nature. And the wise ones, the trees, the elemental forces of nature were the energies of creation preparing for us beings, us here now, to arrive, to come through. So at the moment, with this deep dive into these energy centers, the throat, the thymus, the earth heart aspect in particular, it is bringing in another level of fatigue, where you might need to have these naps to rejuvenate, to recharge. Now, on another level, the feelings that are coming up that are held, especially in the throat energy center, are vibrations connected to experiences, to stories, where we have not spoken our truth, where we have not expressed expressed our authentic self, that's coming up. That energy is being released. Those times that we've held, that we've stored away in the throat energy center, where we weren't able to express ourselves, where we weren't allowed to express ourselves. This is all being stirred at the moment, the release of that aspect of our being that's been held in this energy center. The throat energy center is a powerful realm because this area is connected to our willpower. And as we are going through these many transmutations on all levels, aspects of our being, we are ultimately moving into our light consciousness, our light embodiment. So a lot of our earthly embodiment is in the process of growth, of shifts, of healing, of clearing. To move into that divine embodiment, there is a lot of transmutation and undoing occurring. So the throat energy center is about our willpower, our free will. As that gets cleared, as that gets healed, we are then able to really align with divine will. And to align with divine will is to have a voice of courage, a voice of clear intent, of clear light focus, to be able to express without the interference of doubt, without the interference of control, external control, whether that's your genetics, whether that's outside influences, to be able to express from a space of clear intent and light-focused, manifested visions that you see in the light, ready to express as an affirmation of what you want to create. Now, all that stuff that's held, that truth, that ability that you naturally have, is all being brought up to be cleared. This is connected to the heart, because ultimately it is about expressing the realm of the heart within us. So the first realm is the earth heart that is connected to us here on earth. And when we shift that energy, which is what's happening now, we're able to feel clearly again without the interference of the dominance of our past stories and experiences. And then the Thymus energy center, which is a portal. How I see the Thymus energy center is that the Thymus is the portal of many timelines. So when there's clearing happening in the throat and in the earth heart, then the Thymus energy center goes through an exploration, opening to that higher realm within you, aligning to your light embodiment that's coming through, that's coming out naturally because you're clearing and you're transmitting and transmuting. So you're transmitting a new vibration of clear intent and light focus with heart direction, the heart directive without past influence, activating the thymus, which is a portal of timelines, because you've got those vibrations happening in those other energy centers. Then the thymus aligns and brings through a higher probability that is of light, that is of high manifestation, which is peace, joy, kinship, connection, belonging here on earth through you in your physical embodiment. The stories and the feelings that are being cleared at the moment around these energy centers are feelings of abandonment, feelings of grief, of sadness, not only in this timeline, but other timelines. Those energies that are held in the genetics, in your lineage, your family lineage, where also the energies of feeling not being seen, not being heard. But one of the biggest one is that feeling of disconnection and feeling abandoned. Ultimately, those feelings of abandonment and disconnection is about the disconnection, about not being seen, the feelings of not being seen, the feelings of not being heard, or the feelings not being held by source light, by the divine. Because that is the original pain of separation. So like I just said, those energy centers, the throat, the thymus, and the heart is being stirred at the moment, clearing out the expressions of disempowerment throughout our life, throughout our lineage, and so on. But also this is linked to the original time of creation here on earth. Because in that original time of creation here on earth, there was a quickening that occurred that disconnected us to the vibrations of Mother Earth, Divine Mother. For that is the embodiment of this great planet. So in that original moment of creation for humanity, there was a disconnection, a fall from grace. So part of what we're going through now is the opening of that time, that disconnection, stirring up to be released, to be healed. So that's why there's a deep dive. And it is affecting us in many ways and different ways. Please remember that it is important to feel what you're feeling, to move into self-care, to remind yourself that you are in a massive shift of many consciousness. That in particular at this time, that what you're going through is connected also to the collective consciousness. And with the throat, thymus, and heart, it is a deep dive to a moment here on Mother Earth where we started to forget quickly our original, authentic self. Thank you, and I will speak to you very soon. Thank you.